Welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook. Bring you a 2013 NFL Draft Special on the Dallas Cowboys. We're going to hand out draft grades for the Cowboys. We're going to take a look at every last selection the Cowboys made this past April, as well as some undrafted free agents that you want to keep an eye on. There's a lot to like about the Dallas Cowboys 2013 draft. When you look at some of their selections, you look in the third round, Terrence Williams out of Baylor. I think he's the ideal slot receiver to go across the middle, catch those passes, and then utilize his speed to take off. J.J. Wilcox covered him a lot at Georgia Southern. Outstanding safety, excellent return skills, was a former running back. And B.W. Webb, getting him in the fourth round is a huge steal, in my opinion. Helps bolster the secondary at the nickel position and also the return game. You also have to like adding additional talent at the running back spot with Joseph Randle. But what I like most about the Cowboys draft, Travis Frederick. A lot of people don't like the fact that they took him in the first round, but I gave him a third round grade. But hey, they need help up front. Why not get the best center in the draft? Frederick is a guy I think can start from day one. Massive in the running game. Also has the outstanding agility to pass block very well. And getting Gavin Escobar from San Diego State, a guy that reminds me a lot of New Orleans Saints tight end Jimmy Graham. He's going to be a deadly red zone target for Tony Romo. You want to continue to add weapons to that offense. And getting Devontae Holloman out of South Carolina is a huge steal, in my opinion, in the seventh round. A guy that was a former safety, moved down to outside linebacker, so you know he has the cover skills, but is a very underrated tackler in space. Should help bolster that Cowboys sub package in their defense. Now, the one thing I didn't like about the Cowboys draft, they didn't add a defensive tackle to the new 4-3 defense. Maybe they believe Brian Price, whom they got from free agency, will come in and do a great job and fill that role and get that rotation going, but they could have added a young talent up front to help bolster the defensive line so that way they can get pressure from the interior. An undrafted free agent that could surprise and make the Cowboys roster. I look at depth in the secondary with Xavier Brewer out of Clemson. Surprised that he didn't get drafted. I gave him a fifth round grade, so the Cowboys definitely get a steal that could possibly help out in their nickel and dime situations. I'm giving the Cowboys a B for their draft. A lot of people didn't like the Frederick pick. I think it made sense. You got to help Tony Romo. You just gave him all that money, and it also helps out the running game. And I also like the fact they added young talent at the tight end position and outside linebacker. Overall, this was a solid draft, building what they already have on a roster. For the Cowboys, it's all about consistency, and if they can do that for 16 games, then they'll get back to where they want to be, which is the playoffs. And I want to give a huge shout out to Cowboy fan forums for always showing football game plan support.